Hey guys, this is Miss Anderson over at Bonham. Today we're going to be talking about our first task in summer school, which is monitoring comprehension. Monitoring comprehension is a strategy that we use to help us as readers comprehend and understand what it is that we're reading. And so as we are reading, we have several tools that we can use because reading a book is like watching your favorite TV show or movie. And so if you're watching your movie and something happens and you are lost, you have strategies that you use to go back and remind yourself what that video or movie was about or what was going on. So you may reread, you may or rewind the video. You may keep watching to see if it comes back to you. You may pause for a second and think about, okay, well, what was just going on, to see if that helps jog your memory and helps you understand what you're watching. You use these same types of tools when you are reading. And we call these tools monitoring our comprehension because we're making sure that we are paying attention to our understanding. So one of the tools that we have when we monitor our comprehension is going to be to annotate. So when we annotate a text, that means that we are highlighting and taking notes in the margins of your text. I know many of you, your teachers have spent a lot of time talking to you about annotate, annotate, annotate. And the reason we ask you to do this is because we want you to be the most successful that you can be, and we want you to remember. Annotating helps you make inferences, it helps you make connections, it helps you do all sorts of stuff. So as you're reading, one strategy that we encourage you to use and we expect to see you using is annotations by writing in the margins over on the side. The next strategy you can use is you can reread. Like I said earlier, when you're watching a movie or a TV show and you forget what's going on or you have to jump up and go somewhere and you miss something, a lot of times you go back and you rewind the video or the movie. And so when you reread, you are going back into the text and looking back through either a sentence or a paragraph or a section that you might not have understood and looking at it again to see if that helps you make better connections and deepens your understanding. You can also keep reading. Sometimes we just keep on reading and that helps us to remember what was going on, or it connects us to something that had already happened in the past. And then you can use context clues and other things as well. So for this lesson, the first thing you're going to do after you've reread these directions up here, you are going to match the correct meaning of the words from the first column to the third column. So you will look at the word annotate. You will think about what the word annotate means by going back into the text up here and write down the number that matches the correct meaning. You'll do the same for monitoring comprehension, reading comprehension, and rereading. After you've done the first part, the second part is to look at these strategies. And then here's a problem. You're going to look at the problem section and you are going to pick the strategy that would best solve that problem. So which of those comprehension strategies would you use if the texts make a reference to a literary character from another story? Which of these strategies up here would you use? And so you would write that solution in the box over here. I hope you guys had a great time learning about monitoring comprehension, and stay tuned and we will talk about task number 2, which is going to be the Hunger Games.